Guys, just so you know, this could make you hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars. Listen up.
So let's go easy maths right now. Let's say we found a property worth $1 million, right? Let's add up the amounts of repayments that you need per year. So $1 million, you told me to times it by 0.8. And that's because 20% is what you're going to place as a deposit. Then you said you got to times it by...
Well, you don't always need 20% as a deposit. You can do 10%, then pay the LMI to get into a place faster, especially in a really quick raising market.
0.06.
That's the interest rate, guys.
You have to pay $48,000 a year for this property. Now you have to calculate how much rent you can get from this property to cover that cost. So let's say it's $1,000 a week times 52, but don't act like this is all yours. You've got things to pay for, such as, servicing and council rates and strata fees. So you go times 0.8, and now that's actually what you have in your pocket. So I owe 40.
Not necessarily, because you might have a principal and interest loan. The 48 grand, this looks like it's based off an interest only loan, which is a good way to have positive cash flow, but just be very careful of the two.
$48,000 a year on this property, but I'm only getting $41,600 on this property. So Sanjay, good or bad deal?
Bad deal.
Because I'm going to be down $6,400 a year.
I do agree with that. I think that with property, you have to be very careful around being in negative cash flow, just because if you are in negative cash flow, it will affect your borrowing capacity in future years. That is actually taking money away from you. And so many people, they just negatively gear to not pay much tax, but that's why they get stuck at 1, 2, or 3 properties and never actually excel a lot further. Whilst yes, there is really good opportunities for capital gains in those negatively geared examples, and you will pay less tax, but you also have to look at the flip side of how much is it costing me to have it negatively geared where I can't get into more properties. So this is an analysis that you need to do, and be very careful before you go into the property market.